Hi, welcome to another video of the Targeted Individual program, the Targeted Individual Experience. I'm doing this video. It is pretty late at night. Been getting heavy noise campaign, sleep deprivation tactics. What they're doing is that they're having cars drive down the block, playing loud music. They'll have people walking, talking very loudly. Then they'll have cars driving by, revving their engine as they pass by. Okay? All to try and silence me. All to cause sleep deprivation, to soften me up to more of the mind control, to more of the silent subliminal messaging. And today, I'm going to show you, actually yesterday, because it is after midnight here in New York. So it's Thursday, but I'm going to do Wednesday video because I was out practically most of the day. And when I got back on the block, to prevent me from going upstairs and doing the video earlier, I actually had to wait for parking 2 hours outside. So by the time I got upstairs, I would not have been able to do the video because I had to head right back out to pick up the kids from school. And but today is a pretty interesting day. Like I said, it's a long day. It was a long day, and the type of subliminal message you'll see is very telling. You'll see that they will try to, I guess not try to, but they'll run the deportation skit that they like to run on me from time to time. You'll see how they use the police with pedestrians to stage street theater. You'll see how during my day, they'll use the fire department, they'll use police officers. You'll see, well, not see, but they'll use Pam. In my targeting, I'm going to explain exactly what it is that she did. You're not going to see it on the camera, but I will explain to you exactly what she had done. And this is because they are conditioning her using the directed energy weapon, which is silent sound spread spectrum, basically conditioning her as we're sleeping to when we get up, she starts targeting me. Okay. And again, I'll explain to you exactly what it is that she is doing. So Wednesday morning, me and the kids left. We walked to the car, and so we'll start off. Actually, before I do that, I just want to go through a couple stuff here on the psychologicalharassment.com website. Psychological manipulation. You're going to see how, again, they use degrading themes, right, such as the pedophilia weapon, right? And so I'm just give you some brief explanation or definition. It says pedophilia is one of the most hated things in our society, and because of this, it can be used as a weapon. Being falsely accused or labeled of being a pedophile has very serious consequences for the victims of this phenomenon or use of pedophilia as a weapon. Even when the accusation or label are disputed at a later time, the label or smear can stick. Although the accusations are false, the desired effect on the victim are usually high level of stress, anxiety, and fear, which is a part of the pedophilia weapon. Stress, anxiety, fear being another form of weapon with serious effects on the body. So that's one thing. So I talked about that, how they use the pedophilia, how they use these young teenage girls in my target, and I'm sure a lot of other TIs have experienced the same. I'll have experienced the same thing also. Okay, and I'm going to show you in this video also how it is that they use that. Okay, in a covert, subliminal way. Okay, and then you're going to talk about this psychological warfare or manipulation in covert type investigations. I've talked about this before, right? And one of the interesting thing here is that, as it says here, psychological warfare or using psychiatry in strong arm tactics is nothing new. It's not a new phenomenon, and it usually involves discrediting the target or have them declared psychologically ill. These are some of the things that they do. So when they cause me sleep deprivation, preventing me from sleeping, you're tired, then they start with the smear campaign, try to use the pedophilia theme to get me to react in a way that they will construe, or people will construe, as suspicious in nature. And this is what they do. But you'll see here that now they're going to be on the defense. They're going to be acting suspicious in nature, and that is turning the tides on our abusers, our torturers, and exposing them is what we need to do. So please read up on this website. Again, it's one of the most important websites for a target individual to read up on. I can't stress that enough. So let me start with the video. Okay, so that's me yesterday morning, Wednesday, May 16th, driving the kids to school, and then you'll see me go and pick up Pam. Okay. So you see again, first thing, guy walks across the street, he sees me, pulls out his phone, looks at it, put it back in his pocket, and you're gonna see that theme repeat, many times throughout the day in my videos. Now,
then I said, give it.
So what Ethan was doing is that he's being triggered. Okay, what he was doing is, so before we left the house, he has a little piggy bank, and he took some change out of his piggy bank. Now, when we got in the car, he started shaking the change in his hand. Okay, and I told him to put away the change, put it in his pocket. He wasn't listening, and he kept doing it repeatedly. Now again, this is the mind control technology at work. Okay, basically conditioning him as he's sleeping. Okay, now this goes straight to his subconscious. This is called the weapon is called silent sound spectrum. Right, so he continuously shaking his change in his pocket or in his hand. After I told him repeatedly to stop, he just kept ignoring me. So finally I had to threaten to take the money away from him in order for him to stop. Okay. And this video might be a pretty long video, but please look at it. Bear with me. Okay, so as I pull up, remember, everything, wherever my destination that they know I'm going, and again, you know, taking my kids to school, that's routine. But even destination that is not routine that I'm going to, they will already know through the remote neural monitoring, and they will set up these street theaters, right, or these skits, and I'm going to explain them. Okay, because I need you guys to understand exactly what it is that they're doing. And again, remember, they will, me talking about this, you know, they will say, well, you know what, this is all in his head, he's imagining this. But believe me when I tell you, yes, it's in my head, but it was put there. It was put there by these criminals, okay, who are engaging in illegal mind control experimentation. Actually, they've already perfected it, so I wouldn't even say it's experimentation anymore. It is gone live, and this is what they're doing, and they're trying to discredit me, okay, discredit me, okay, from exposing what it is that they're doing. So I want you to pay close attention. Okay, now one of the things, if you're a TI, and like I said, you'll see perps, the minute they see you, they'll start fixing their clothes, touching themselves, placing their palm of their hand on their belly, on their leg, on their clothing. So you'll see this woman walks past. She's going to be walking across here, and she see her start fixing her clothes. Let's go back. There she goes. See her? She's fixing her clothes. She looks in her bag. And she's fixing her clothes again. Okay, now she had just looked at me. Did you see that? If you view this full screen, you'll see. Alright? See if I can pause it at that exact moment. See? Right there. Okay, so they know exactly what it is that they're doing. Okay, now watch this kid. Alright, this is all street theater. Okay? Watch this kid. Okay, this is the same kid. I didn't videotape him yesterday, but he was standing up on Bedford as we crossed over, and he was doing this looking at my son Ethan. So now they're going to use this kid again, okay, and he's going to walk past, and you're going to see him do this. View it full screen, you'll see it better. See that? Looks at me and goes that. Okay, now this guy's gonna come. Remember, these are well-timed, synchronized psychological harassment.
I just gotta fix this.
All right, now that's me. I was fixing the camera because they keep moving up and down. My cell phone keep moving up and down. Now we see these two young girls. You'll see as she's going to walk over here. So she's on this side. She's going to walk over here. This one already has her hand either playing with her hair or in her ears, right? Okay. Now watch, she covers her mouth, then she looks at her nails. Okay. Watch this.
Oh, I just gotta fix this.
So, okay, so here she comes. She's touching her ears, putting her hair. Okay, one behind it. The one behind her, again, she's covering her mouth and her nose. Okay. Then she looks at her nails. Put it down. Okay, now watch the one in front. This one. Okay, now she starts playing her hair as she walks by. Okay, now watch this guy. He takes his phone out, looks at me. Okay, now this guy walks with his head down. This kid, I should say. So let's go back again. You need to see it in full, so I'm gonna let it play. Okay. See that? Now, if you go back in the video, you'll see this guy was walking with his child. Now, from here to the entrance to the school that the kids go into, it doesn't take that long. So he's standing there because he knows exactly what to look out for. Okay, these two young girls, okay, who are going to use to target me. And again, you know, this kid's going to walk by here. He's going to bow his head. All right, see that? Okay, and I drive off, he walks off.
Yep, so that's what they do, right? Break into your...
Okay, so I was just talking about how they break into your house and you know, damage your property, steal your stuff. Again, let's go back. See this kid walking. As you walk by, bows his head. Just gonna speed up some of this. Okay, and this is all planned every weekday morning. This is what I go through on a daily basis. So again, car parked up. Okay, as soon as I turn the corner, he's gonna get out of his car. You could tell the look on their face, you know. Okay, oh, I think I missed this bus. Okay, I think this is the bus that's always been parking up there. Let's see if the same bus with the number 32. Okay, no, this is a different bus this time. Okay. Okay, now you're gonna see this girl walking across here. When she gets to the corner, she sticks her finger in her ears. Now the camera didn't pick it up, but as she walks by, you're gonna see her hand drop. Okay, that's because when she saw me as I was parked up, and not parked, but I pulled into the intersection. She sticks her finger in her ears. See that? Let's go back. Okay, let's see if I can go back slightly. See if I can pause it. Alright, oh, missed it. Let's go back again. Oh, missed it. Couldn't get it right. Let me let it play. Maybe you guys can pause it at the exact moment. And then as she walks by, you're gonna see her bow her head. See that? And people may say, well, you know, why would people do this, right? That's the question. It's like saying to a rape victim, why would somebody rape you, right? It's like saying to a person who's been physically assaulted, why would somebody assault you, okay? You can't ask the victim that. They don't know. Okay, crossing guard sees me, takes her phone out. Okay, she sees me, goes into her pocket, takes her phone out. Okay. Alright, so now you'll see you're going to be using my favorite number, the number that I've been assigned. Okay, it's like the Nazi concentration camp, right? Basically given TIs a number, okay? Okay, so you can see 7326.
GRG 3726.
3726.
All right. So there you go. And of course, you're gonna park right there. Again, they try to be slick.
Alright, let's go back again to that car.
Again.
It's right there, 7326.
GRG 3726.
It's actually 7326. Okay, you'll see it. Okay, right there. 7326. So I said it wrong. Right there. 7326. So use that number again, the number 32. Okay, let's get to the next video. This is my daughter's school. Dropped her off. Now on my way to pick Pam up. So I'm just skipping past some of this stuff because these videos are very long, and you know, I don't want you guys to lose interest. Okay. So again, all right. He sees me right here. Woman. She gonna raise up her bag. She looks at me, raise up her bag. The crossing guard You'll see. This is all planned psychological tactics. Okay. She has a phone in her hand. So you can see. Takes her phone out, in her hand. So walk past, woman lifts up her bag using the bag theme. Okay, and here's Pam. So, there are many videos where I showed up here and have to wait for her. Okay, and because of the street theater, and I guess they don't want me to record and catch them, when they're doing the street theater on this corner as I wait for her. So now she's actually there early. For the past couple of days, she's been there as soon as I reach there. She's either walking across the street. Today, she was already there. That's her right there. Okay. Again, you'll see the hand signal, hands behind the head. Right, this guy right here. Go back. See? So as he sees me, he starts raising his hand. This guy right here. Okay, hands behind the head. See that? So what they were doing was trying to cause a high level of stress and anxiety. Okay? Now also, you'll see the airplane up here. This is an airplane, and you're gonna see it again. You're gonna see them again, and whatever they use the police a lot. Again, is they're using the deportation theme. You'll see an airplane.
drizzling on me. I'm sleepy. I'm like, I
Head
want to
bow.
take a day off just to
Again.
Yeah, I know. I'm
See,
drizzling on me.
guy walking, sees me,
Sleepy.
bows his
I'm
head.
like, I want to take a day off just to relax. I'm so tired. I was in such a deep sleep last night. I didn't until my mom called me this morning. I was in a coma. So I was so tired. I was like, my phone's too far. I'm too tired to get up and answer it.
All right, I don't want to play the conversation too long because it really wasn't anything. You know, the way how they were using her to target me that morning was different. And like I said, and they had already informed her exactly what not to say and what not to do. Okay? Until that specific moment, which I will explain to you guys. Okay, so let's let me speed this up, and let's get to, let's see, speed that up. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, now you're gonna see a woman who's going to approach this intersection here at this corner right here. As she gets to the corner, she's going to do a hand signal. A hand signal. So you'll see her hands drop. Right? Here she comes right here. As she gets to the corner, see that hand? That hand right there. Does this hand signal where they'll spread she'll spread her finger. So let's see, her thumb, pointing finger, middle finger, the finger before the pinky finger, she'll keep them together, and she'll spread the pinky finger apart, right, from the rest of the fingers, and she'll rest the palm of her hand on her leg, her pants, while doing that. Immediately as she stopped at the corner, okay, and at that point, I stuck my finger in my ears as I'm looking at her, and you can view this full screen. After I did that, she didn't look too happy. Okay, she looked very angry. Okay. See, touch the ears. You see that? Approach, sticks her finger in her ears. Okay, see? Let's go back. All right. Okay, view this full screen. There you go. See that? Sticks her finger in her ears. Okay? See? Okay. Next, tomorrow, I'm taking this up. I'm turning down one of the, early and taking this.
body hurts.
Now, she's gonna get out here, and when she gets out of the car, she's gonna take a white piece of paper and throw it on the ground. Now, you're not gonna see it because the way the camera is facing straight. But she got out the car, I looked at her. She took a white piece of paper, just threw it on the ground.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks for
Weird.
that.
I didn't pay for it. Oh, my coffee's filling up.
Okay, now I want you to pay attention to this police vehicle. Because immediately as she threw the white piece of paper on the ground, this police SUV. And remember I talked about yesterday being followed by a police SUV? Okay, and you're going to see this theme repeated. Okay, so that's her. That's Pam. Okay, let's go back here. What does that license plate say? Sometimes they'll send you subliminal message through people's license plate. Okay, well, we can't make that up. Okay, now what happened? Okay, I reached 2 blocks. Right? Another police SUV. Okay, now look at this car in front of me. Okay, this car is way over here. Okay, again, parked up in front of the Chase Bank. Okay, again, the subliminal of trying to take away my disability, or if I receive my disability, that they're going to continue to harass me using this number. Okay, now look how slow he's driving. Right? Now you'll see, and I want you to watch the lady standing at the corner. Okay, watch her, because the reason why he's driving slow is because he wants me to get a good look. Now watch this guy as he's walking. He's gonna bow his head. He's gonna look at me and he's gonna bow his head. This guy right here. Okay, he's gonna look at the bank, look at me, bow his head. Now watch this lady at the corner, hand signal. And she's gonna wipe, like she's wiping away tears. She's gonna wipe her face. She's wiping away tears. See, this is neurolinguistic programming. This is again a trigger. Okay, so whatever the anchor is, right? It's supposed to, I guess, I'm going to cry. Okay, and again, what it is that they will continue to use this number to harass me. Okay, and somehow eventually I will break down and cry. Okay, so you see that, right? Hope you guys see that. You guys can view this full screen.
Again.
Okay, is full screen.
That's
See her?
good.
There she goes. Okay.
So check on the side. Again, trigger. Right? So, what have they implanted in my mind?
Right, and that's what I was saying
They're
earlier.
constantly
I
using
said,
this
what?
number
Right, exactly. Because, again, it's neurolinguistic programming. Okay?
to try and trigger me.
So, for the, whenever there's an anchor, or whenever there's a trigger, there's an anchor.
Right? The frequency in which this number appear in my targeting. They're constantly
Now,
using this number to try and trigger me. Right? The frequency in which this number appear in my targeting. What is it?
again, see the lady over here of this car? See it? The hand signal? The hands behind the back of the head. Now he starts playing with his hair. Bag theme. You see that? So, this blue car, right? This blue car. Now, she walks off. She's at the bus stop. When she sees me approach, she's going to turn around. Again, using the bag theme. Okay? This is all planned. All coordinated. Okay? I'm doing this because I want you guys to understand and know what's being done. So if you're a TI, watch out for this. Okay? So that they won't catch you by surprise or off guard to get you to act paranoid or to get you to be stressed out or have high anxiety. You'll be able to see what's being done. Now, you be interpreted differently, okay? But the tactics are all the same. Okay? Now, all of a sudden, you have these people now walking in the street. Alright? Now, you're going to see this lady come out here with her dog. And again, street theater, because as the woman comes out with the dog, the woman that just walked past, let me go back again so you get a good picture of her. Okay? This woman right here. Okay? As she walks past, okay, there's gonna be a woman come out with her dog. Now the woman that just walked past, she's standing behind me. She's standing behind the car. She's no longer walking. She's standing behind me, facing, towards the back of the car. She's no longer facing as if she's walking in the opposite direction. Okay, so as she comes up with the dog, the woman behind me, she sticks her finger in her ears. Okay? Now, wouldn't it have been safer if she just waited until, we left, the cars left, because there was no other car behind me. Alright? But again, it's a street theater, okay? Again, standing in the street. This guy sees me, takes his phone out of his pocket. Okay? This guy takes his phone out of his pocket, looks back at me, looking at me, directly at me. Phone out of his pocket, puts it back in. Now he didn't even look at his phone. Okay, he just took it out, held it out, put it right back in his pocket. And again, you're gonna use this Asian girl. So she keeps looking up at the sky. She's looking for her sky daddy. See that? She kept looking up at the sky. She'll look at me and she'll keep look up at the sky. View this full screen, you guys will see. Okay, she kept looking up at the sky, alright? A sky daddy. There you go. Looking up at the sky. You know, I spoke to another TI who said that they are doing the exact same thing to her also. Okay? So, and I'm not the only one. They do this to my brother. The same tactics. Okay? Alright, let's get to the next video. Okay, so at this point I am heading to my house. Again, let's see here. Again, immediately as they see you. Okay? So there he goes, the construction worker. See you, as you see me, you know, he started touching his clothes. Okay, so I had to go back to my house to get my sister cable box. She thought it wasn't working. That wasn't the case. I'll explain a little later in the video what it was. Okay, see this guy? Hand signal, hands behind the head. Okay, so now I approach the intersection, the corner of my block. So of course, you know, it's a stage event, street theater is taking place. Okay.
Wow. Tell you.
Okay.
Now, what you're looking
Now
at
watch
here,
these two cops.
it looks like an accident, right?
So,
yeah, but this
why
is
is
all
he
stage
walking
stuff that they do?
to here and
This
facing
is
towards
all
me?
stage stuff.
Right?
See, look at
Why is he walking in the back facing me? Then he turns, go over here. This other officer's gonna come and meet
look at how
him.
they move. Okay, you gotta watch them. You know, this is all stage.
Then he act like he dropped something, and he's gonna bend over or bend down, which is something they used to do in the beginning of my targeting. Whenever I walk down the street, people would just bend down in front of me.
Stuff. All stage stuff. All stage. See that? There's no accident there. I wish I
Yep,
could
and there certainly wasn't no accident.
get my phone camera
Okay,
and show you
the
guys.
car they were
But
around
you know,
wasn't
there is no accident.
damaged
There's
at all.
There's a guy. Okay, his vehicle is his vehicle is
At least I
parked,
didn't
double
see any
parked.
damage.
Okay.
But
He
anyway,
has
it doesn't
been
matter
hit.
because we all know it's street theater. They will damage
But-
their car and another person car just so that they can stage these sort of accident, just so they can have the police around. And again, you're gonna see that theme today. Okay, so arrive now. Let's see here.
They basically know that you know where I was heading this morning.
Right. I was talking about heading home. So now I'm heading to Optimum to exchange the cable box. Right. Okay.
Return my sister cable box.
Okay, so
as I said
I
earlier,
just left
because,
the Optimum
cable box stopped working.
store.
So I
Got the
had
new
to go to
cable box,
Vision,
and while I was at the Optimum store, I was being targeted by the workers in there. Immediately as I walk in, they begin to target them. Okay. I should have took my phone and recorded, but I was trying to conserve storage space. And again,
And like I said, you know,
this looks
everywhere,
like a funeral. It is a funeral, right? So you see the last video I did with the actually may not be the last video, but the video before that with the hearse again. So the theme is repeated here.
This activity happening and going on. So I don't know.
So again, these things are staged at precise exact moment. All right. This is all part of targeting, and all of that can just be assured. Probably not even a funeral going on. This is just again street theater. Okay, so I'm driving up, and then I called my sister. Okay, let's wait till this video end. All right. Okay, so I called my sister, and as I was on the phone with my sister, a police car, okay, coming in this direction, okay, as it reached the intersection and it made the left, it turned on its sirens, right, and its lights, okay, and at that point, I got off the phone with my sister, and then I turned on the camera on the phone, and after the police vehicle turned and drove off with the light, with the sirens going on, the fire truck turned up. Okay, and the police is gone now, so you don't even
My truck.
hear
And
it.
then there was
But,
another police car further ahead
yeah, and this
that
is me
turned
describing.
on its lights
Right.
as I was,
And
coming
again,
up.
right?
So
And again, so again, you'll see the Chase Bank here. Okay, this is all subliminal.
on its
Okay.
its lights.
All
As
right.
I was,
Now, what you think is going to happen? Again, street theater. He's looking at the Chase Bank. They're going to open up the door of the fire truck, and the word "stop" is in there. Okay.
coming up.
Again, they are
So-
rehashing old psychological tactics that they've done to me in the past. Now, I'm able to record it and explain it in a way that, to me, makes sense in terms of how I'm being targeted. See, before in the past, I didn't quite fully grasp the grand scheme of things. I didn't realize and understand how huge this is. How the government have basically created a cult. Okay, this is cult made up of different members of society, mostly religious believers. Okay, those in academia, those in all aspects, from the healthcare to academia to businesses, big and small, that they've gotten people to participate in this. The manipulation of people's mind, and also the use of directed energy weapon for mind control. Okay, particularly when these weapons are being used on my kids. They've been used on family members. They've been used on my children's mother, all to target me. Okay, so why would he have his door standing up? And then again, you see, he's not facing to see if there's any oncoming traffic. This is a bus lane, so he's not even looking to see if there's any oncoming traffic in this lane, because he does not want to be identified. That's why. Okay, see that? And again, with the word "stop." Okay, remember I talk about silent subliminals. This is how they do it.
So I see the tricks that they're doing.
Right, so again, I'm able to recognize these things better now and explain it so that other TIs, anybody who's looking at these videos, can get an understanding of what's being done. Coercive persuasion programming. Okay, this is what it is. The state is involved, the law enforcement is involved, the FBI, the CIA, because ultimately this program comes from the CIA MK Ultra, the FBI COINTELPRO, and they merge it together. Okay.
It's not working.
Okay, so I am heading back home to install the new cable box. Okay, now see that? Immediately as he sees me, he's standing at the bodega, in front of the bodega. Immediately as he sees me, he's gonna look at me and he's gonna walk off. Okay, you see that? And then he looks back, right? Because he wants to see if I'm looking. Okay, view this full screen. So there you go. See him standing there? Now he sees me, he walks off. Okay, now you're gonna see he looks back. Up, camera didn't catch it, but he basically looks back because I was looking at him. See this guy? He grabs his behind. See that? Let's go back. Again, this is the stuff that they do. You know, walk in front of me at times, grabbing their butt. Okay. So, left the house and now heading back to Pam's. Okay, it's okay. I took a different route this time. All right, and again, the reason why I took another route is a mind control. So this is not the route that I normally take, but for some reason, I just happen to take this route. And again, it's because the heavy targeting, the lack of proper sleep, make you more susceptible to the influence of the mind control technology and the subliminal, the silent subliminal. Let's see here. Okay, so I think it's yeah. Okay, so it is this the same one. So this is the reason why I was made to turn onto this block. Okay, you'll see. And again, see the airplane? Okay, see that? Okay, let's I'm just, trying to speed up some of this, so just to keep the video to be not too long, because this is going to be a long video. Like I said, it's been a long day. Okay. Okay, so into Pam, and again an airplane. So do you see the familiar theme? Perp right here sees me. He's looking up at the sky and looking at his phone. Okay? Looking up, looking at his phone. Okay? He's gonna approach, he's looking up, looking at his phone. looking up, looking at his phone. And so I started looking up. I put my hand close to the windshield, look up. Okay, now he's going to. He's looking up. There he is. Okay. Gotta mask it, act like if he's making a phone call, and you'll see the red theme. Okay, one on this side. This guy's gonna be walking. He's gonna bow his head. See, he bows his head. This guy have his car trunk open. As I approach, he closes his car trunk. Both were in red. Okay, all right. So again, another airplane right here. See, again, you see me, start touching their clothes. Then you're gonna see he covers his mouth. See that? Let's go back. Okay. Cover his mouth. Okay. Looks at me. Okay, now perp. This girl walks out into the street, walks back to the corner, and of course she's wearing, her hair is yellow, right? And watch this guy. He's standing there. I'm turning. He's no concern that, hey, let me get out the way. Even though when I turn, I'm not going to hit him. But the fact that he's not even looking, okay, to see if, I guess he knows I'm coming. Because, he's a perp. Anyway, he knows I'm not going to hit him. But I'm just saying, just look at the behavior. Okay, so on the block, I had to wait for 2 hours for parking. Okay, because they did not want me to get parking. When I get on the block at that particular time, it's usually I usually wait about an hour, maybe 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, or an hour. Okay, never 2 hours, but because they don't want me to, you know, get parking, because of course I'm gonna do this video, and this is why I'm doing this video late, because this is the only time I can do this now. Besides, after I drop the kids off and drop Pam off at work, by the time I get back to the house, that's when I normally, just skim through the videos and then create this one video composed of all those other videos. Okay, all right. So went upstairs. Then now I'm going to pick up Ethan and Alyssa. So again, as soon as I turn the corner, approaching Church Avenue, you hear the ambulance, right? You see the ambulance. Now see the guy here. Watch this, the perp here. Okay. Again. Hand signal. Couldn't tell whether he was pinching his nose or what have you. Now again, now look at this guy in this van. Okay. Now at this point, he can move up. He can clearly move up. Okay. So now he moves when the light is about to change. Okay, because they want me to get a ticket. See the dude in the red? Again, street theater. Again, what is called indirect subliminal message. Right, see the cops right here. Again, they're trying to get me a ticket.
Police over here. That's what he's trying to do. Trying to make me get a ticket.
Okay, this is what they do. Okay. Let's speed this up. Again, I didn't even see this guy. Let me go back here. Trying to stay out of there. This kid standing there in the rain, sees me, looked at his phone, looks at me. Okay, so yesterday in the video I did, as I got in the car, drive off, this kid ran in front of the car and I almost hit him. Okay, so today now you get a whole bunch of kids to stand up in the street. Okay, and I'm blowing my horn, asking them to move. There they go. Okay. Now view this full screen. Now watch this girl comes. Okay, see the palm facing me. See that? Let's go again. The use of children, okay, in this coercive persuasion program, in the psychological torture harassment program. The use of children. Okay? Don't that remind you of the Hitler Nazi youths? These children are being indoctrinated into participating in this stuff. And when they get older, they will be gang stalkers. Okay? They've taken the Nazi tactics, okay? Because this coercive persuasion program, the Nazi did it to the Jews using these exact same tactics, and now the United States are using it and has incorporated into daily life and into society as a whole. So again, the palm facing out towards me.
Come on.
Again, kids running out in the street. Okay. Next video. Picked up Ethan. Going to get Alyssa. Okay. Again, trying to cause an accident.
Trying to cause an accident today. They are trying.
Now, as I turned into the parking lot, there was a woman driving an SUV, the color blue, and you can see in the video they use a lot of vehicles with the color blue to do, targeting. Okay, I didn't really expunge on it too much because now I realize after doing this video, coming up at this part right here, that this is part of their tactic. So I'm turning into the parking lot. She sees me turn into the parking lot. She drives towards me to block me from entering the parking lot.
To cause an accident. They must be desperate.
Okay. Now she sees me turning.
Oh, okay, so what?
She's gonna come.
You're not gonna back out?
Look.
Oh, really?
This is what she does.
You think
now she could have went to the side.
Ignorant.
Okay. She could have drove to the side, and I could have went in, and she could have went on her way. But no, this is something that they do. Okay. These are the tactics. This is the retaliation tactics for me doing my video. Whenever they get caught doing what it is that they're doing, then they got to go back and be like, oh, he's crazy, right? Again, you'll always revert back to these label, right? He's crazy. If they're trying to get you arrested and that don't work, oh, well, we got to revert back to he's crazy. Or, when they send me subliminal message about not receiving my disability, right? And I get my disability, okay? Then they get angry and then they send the cops, right? This is, again, the tactics that they do. Classic COINTELPRO
Now let's see, she's going to back up.
tactics that they use. Okay, so she's not backing up. Okay? She's not backing up.
You're not moving nowhere.
Because I
You
can't
want to
move.
be ignorant. I could be ignorant too.
That's
Are
right.
you going to back up or
You
what?
slap me, I'm going to slap you
This
back.
guy going to back up behind me? He's not backing up. I'm not backing up. Because she saw me coming in, and all she had to do was pull over to the side, and that would have been it. That's all she had to do.
But, that's
She's
how
ignorant, so now-
these perps
Car
operate.
behind me, he don't want to back up. She don't want to back up.
Okay? So,
There you go.
eventually,
You can blow all they want.
I wasn't moving. And so the guy in a car behind me, he gets out and he's like, I'm gonna back up. you can back up.
He over his trunk. No car behind her. I can't come in, and she decided to do this. There was no car behind her. I can't reverse. I can't reverse. There's a car behind me.
You hear the kitty running, oh God, oh God. Again, using the religious theme, right? Because it's not God. There's no such thing as God. These people are so heavily indoctrinated. If they do research into Christianity, they will understand and know that there is no God. Especially, particularly not in the sky. Maybe within you, right? You're a God. I'm God. Okay? The woman is a goddess. Okay?
She did. You saw it, right? You saw it. You saw me turning in, and then she pulled out. Okay, she could have turned to the side. She did. You saw it, right? You saw it.
I'm talking to the guy behind me, and he was like, "Yeah, I saw what she did. I saw what she did. She saw you coming in, and she gonna drive out and block you."
Okay. Now she don't want to move, cause she want to be ignorant.
So
No,
it's
all
gonna reverse.
You know, she
And I'm not getting out of the car because that's what they want. They want to cause a conflict.
me turning
They
in,
want to get me
but she's
angry,
gonna come and
I'm
she's
tell you
gonna do
why.
this. She could have pulled over to the side, let me go in.
Okay, so there she is. Let me tell you, this is
Damn ignorant.
for those
Look at her.
watching. Again, her license plate number.
Me turning in, but she's. If you didn't back up, I would have stayed right there. Damn ignorant. Look at her.
If you can make that out, but that's a license plate. But this is what they do. This is retaliation, okay? This is retaliation. But guess what? I'm still doing the video. As you can see, as you can hear, I'm still doing my video. Still gonna expose you. Okay? So pulled up, and I was talking to my daughter, teacher, telling her what happened. And she's like, yeah, some of these people are just really, really ignorant. And they act like they don't have no sense. And I totally agree. They don't. Because, if you're participating in this type of program, you don't have no sense. Okay? You are ignorant. You are fully indoctrinated. Okay? So, picked up Alyssa and had to take Ethan to the doctor. So, we were at the doctor. And all of a sudden, the minute we reached the doctor, within 5 minutes, there are all these police sirens going off outside on the block that the doctor is on. So I'm like, okay. So then they had this woman came in with her son, and she started targeting me. She started looking at my kids, and doing the staring tactic. So I turned around and I started staring at her child, her son. Okay? Then she starts with the sniffling. Every couple seconds she's sniffling, and I turn around, she's like wiping her eyes like she's wiping away tears. So I started looking at her son, started doing the same thing to her. Okay, so I guess they must have got angry, everybody in the doctor's office, because when the doctor called to see Ethan and we came out of one of the rooms and we're getting ready to leave, everybody in the office as well as the people in the waiting room started coughing. Okay? And then came outside and I saw
So
this.
there they come.
Where's my Happy Meal box?
Oh, it's in the office. Go in the office and get it. Yep. So of course, right? Look at these guys. Like I said, it never stops. And do you see the pattern? Huh? Do you guys see the pattern here?
As he bent over, right, to talk to the person, the other officer, he has the driver and the vehicle license in his hand, and he holds it. As you can see, his palm is facing towards me, right, and his middle finger is sticking out with the driver's license in his hand. Now, if you go back, way back, in some of my videos, even on my talk show. I talked about how I was robbed, right? Years ago, I was robbed. They are the one that set this up, the police, okay? They set it up so that I can be robbed, so they can have my wallet and my license, okay? So they can try to set me up for a crime. And I put it out there, and that's what you have to do. If you're a TI and you've been robbed and they took your license, your wallet, your purse with all your information in there, do a video. Do a video. Also, go to the police precinct, file a robbery report so that you have that on file, so that whenever they try to send you subliminal message by using your identification or your wallet to try to set you up, to try to entrap you, you have it already documented what happened to you. Okay?
Do you guys see that? Do you guys see the pattern here? Okay. Come on, Ethan. Do you guys see the pattern? Come on, guys. All right. So from the time I've been at the doctor's office with the kids, they've been talking on their megaphone, right, so I can hear. And then I come outside, and here they go.
Now I want you to watch this officer. You'll see. He turns, okay, and he's not gonna walk towards this vehicle. He's gonna walk towards me, okay. And I guess maybe he thought that I wouldn't turn around with the phone in my hand, but I did, and I caught him.
This is a pattern that's been happening. They're gonna hide his face.
Now you hear his keys. So you hear his keys, right? He jingle his keys. Let's go back.
Then I come outside, and here they go.
Remember I talked about using the keys, jingling the keys?
This is a pattern that's been happening. They're gonna hide his face.
You heard that? Jingle his keys.
This is a pattern.
Okay, now he's looking at me now.
Pattern.
Now see he's walking towards me. He's looking at the water on the ground. Right? Now why would he be walking towards me? Why not walk to the car that he just pulled over, that they just pulled over, right? But again, this is all street theater. This is all set up. Keep watching.
Enough harassment.
All right?
Yep,
so
got his face.
He's walking towards me now.
You see that?
Okay? Now
got
listen,
his face.
Again, street theater. Listen to these two guys as they walk by.
Where's his stupid ass at?
He's pointing at me, and the other one. See that? He does this. Okay? Let's go back again. Okay.
And here they go. I hope you guys see the pattern. This is a pattern that's been happening. They're gonna hide it.
Jingle his keys. See that? Jingle his keys. Okay? Now I talked about this. Talked about when they use Bryce's mom, my oldest son, to have me arrested, go into court. Whenever I sit down outside the courtroom, the court officers would walk by and they would jingle their keys violently in front of me every single time. Okay? So he's doing the same thing, right?
Face.
And again,
there's a pattern.
He starts to
Pattern
look at me, start to walk towards me.
Got his face. You see that?
Look at him.
Got his face.
Now look at this dude. See? His fingers pointing at me. Now his thumb, raises his thumb, and look at the other one behind him. And he's like, stupid ass. Where his stupid ass at? Okay? Now, these two guys, okay, these two guys probably don't even know the person in the SUV. But again, this is all street theater. Because if there was if there was a person in the SUV, because I think in the beginning of this video, you'll see the police officer open the car door and shuts it, right? So again, if the car was parked there, there's someone in there, Okay? So as to why they would come out their vehicle, you know, but we know why. I know why. It's street theater. So you see that? This is not coincidence. I've shown this plenty of times in my video. Okay? This is the harassment. This is the psychological torture that they do. This is the type of subliminal message. Right? The silent subliminal that they do.
That's it.
Okay?
And of course, you had the two dudes there walking by. We literally, again, this is street theater as usual. This is all street theater. Come on, Ethan, got across the street. All street theater. Wait, Ethan. All street theater. That's what that is. Come on, cross. Come on. Jump.
Okay? Now, you think they're done? No. So,
I was in bed with Pam.
So, I spent the night because I was just tired. I was tired, and it's raining heavily, so I didn't want to go home. So I'm in bed with Pam. Then, there was some sirens, and then a car honked, and then she started doing these hand signals. So I went in the living room. I called another TI, and I was on the phone with the other TI. They started, having cars pass on the block, playing loud music. Now this is after 11 o'clock at night. Okay. So all of a sudden, these cars start driving by, playing loud music. So one of them stopped. Okay, there was about 3 that went by. This one stops, was playing the music loud. So I said to the other TI I was on the phone with, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna go record this, the noise campaign that they do,
ready for bed.
right?"
And she started doing hand signals. And so,
Okay, so you
bed
can hear.
and went to the
Now,
living room.
This is within 13 seconds of me recording. After telling the TI who was on the phone with that I'm going to record this, they got word to the driver, and he drove off. Okay,
And all of
we
a
just
sudden,
waiting there.
this
He
car
drove
pulls
off.
up. Okay.
Okay, so all right, then they had people. The same car came back again,
All right.
Okay.
So what they're doing now is that
and
they're having cars drive by, revving their engine, and also people walking by speaking very loudly now. This is all tactics that they use to cause sleep deprivation.
then you'll see as this car backs up. Okay, because this car's going to take over. All right, now he drives off. This car here drives off.
So you see as this car reversed back, the other one left. Two of them working in tandem.
Okay. So again, coercive persuasion, psychological manipulation, psychological warfare. Again, discredit or destroy the victim credibility, conceal psychological warfare knowledge and tactics. And this is what I try to explain in my videos, the tactics, and let you guys see, understand, gain the knowledge. Okay, and then eliminate the victim means of subsistence or resources. So again, send me subliminal message about not receiving my disability, and or if I receive my disability, I'd be arrested or I'd be killed, that sort of thing. Getting Pam to not help me at all. Mind you, when she wasn't working, then she was going to school, I helped financially support her, gave her money to buy, actually I bought her laptops, school tablets, gave her money, pay some of her bills, all while I had my own bills to pay. Remember, we don't live together. So I had that, so I helped her to do that. Now, being that she's working now as a nurse, she's making like almost, actually, I would say over $100,000 a year. And if I say, hey, I need some gas money, she look at me like I'm stupid. Okay. I mean, recently she gave me $20 for gas. That's because I had to confront her about it. Okay, had I not confront her about it, she wouldn't have given me anything. Okay, but again, conditioning her to not help me, conditioning her to not believe what I'm saying, conditioning her that every time I say, hey, read this is what's happening, she ignores it. She doesn't want to know. Okay, conditioning my children when they're sleeping to target me, using weapons of mind control. Okay, so some identifiable weapons, which I hope that I was able to show. Okay, the weapons of degrading theme of pedophilia. Excuse me. Used as a threat or to prevent exposure. Weapon of high levels of stress and sleep deprivation. And what they were doing tonight with the vehicles with the loud music. As soon as I call them out on it, start recording, they stop. Then have cars driving down the block, up the block, with the engine rev, having people walk by, speaking very loudly. Now, I'm on the 6th floor, okay? And they're speaking so loud that it's like they're right next to me, okay? The weapon of homelessness or eliminating a person means of subsistence and financial resources, okay? This is what they do, right? And this is criminal harassment. That's what this is, okay? And the use of psychiatry. Every time whatever it is that they plan fails, okay, they go back to he's crazy, or the return of the mental illness. Okay, so I know this was a pretty long video. I apologize for it being so long, but I had to do this video, and I have to continue to keep doing these videos to show exactly what's being done. Okay, the type of harassment that goes on, that's been done to me daily, even to my children. Okay, poisoning my son at school, poisoning me to where I don't eat at IHOP. Okay, 3 straight times that I ate at IHOP, I had really, really bad food poisoning. And then when I stopped going to IHOP, taking my kids to Chuck E. Cheese, they start poisoning my food at Chuck E. Cheese. So I have not brought my kids back to Chuck E. Cheese in over a year, maybe even 2 years. Okay? This is the stuff that they do. And they want to call us TIs crazy. They want to label us as having a mental illness. But these people are the ones that have a serious mental illness. Okay? I was just brought on by external forces. These people, they're internal, their mind. They were born mentally ill. Okay? See, they try to make us mentally ill, or have made us mentally ill through external tactics. Okay, but these individuals, to be indoctrinated and behave in the manner in which they behave, they have real mental illness. They're covert aggressive personality. They're sadistic in nature. These are the people that we live amongst. These are the people who are in positions of power. Okay? That's something for you to think about.